In today's video, we are going to be reviewing Madden 23 beta feedback with the top 50 ranked MCS player in the world, goatgeezy. All right, Geezy, so the first one we got right here is going to be leave zone coverage reaction time alone. What do you think about the zones in Madden 23, the beta?
We went from playing a game where zone coverage was absolutely horrible and zones didn't play anything, so now we have a game that zones are playing pretty much everything. So I think we shouldn't freak out and say that zones are too good yet. We still have only had, I think it was like 2-3 weeks, and we haven't even played MUT yet, so we haven't been able to break down the game and really see how these zones are, because who knows, some of these zones might be really bad. At this very moment though, I think zones are really good, but I don't think they should be changed at all.
Do you think a really good pro, or some of the these top end players can still score every single drive?
I'm gonna say no. I think it's gonna be a lot harder to score every single drive this year, especially when we're playing MUT and you can choose your abilities and what you want to have on defense. Maybe in a game like Regs, I think you can see some of that, but other than that, I say no, you're not gonna be able to score every drive.
Yeah, and I think I would agree. I didn't really think zones were that crazy, like as people said they were. I didn't think they were like just the greatest zones of all time. Like, I still think you could throw like a lot of passes. It's just, I think going like from the extreme, like you were saying from Madden 22, where you could literally throw anything, you can't throw everything now, if that makes sense, right? This one's pretty much saying don't drastically change the game on release date. Do you think there's anything major that needs to change in the game on release date?
I would say no. I think the community was very vocal about what was wrong when we were playing the beta, like anything major that we had to fix. The sheds were really bad to start off. They fixed pretty much the major issues that we had with the game. I think we need to keep playing it more before we can say anything further about, you know, what's wrong with it.
Do you think if Madden 23 dropped tomorrow, is it a better game than Madden 22?
It's so hard to say. From what I'm playing, like, it depends on also the time period. If you're saying June or July Madden in 22 and July Madden 23, I'm taking July Madden 23, you know, all day. But if we're talking maybe earlier in the year, I think it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, true. Like, I agree basically with what this guy was saying. Just don't drastically change the game. Like, the worst thing that could happen, like, given like all the hype and stuff with the community too, like a lot of people are really looking forward to Madden 23. The worst thing you could do is just completely patch it and basically give us like Madden 22 2.0, you know? We have the biggest possible change in Madden: referees. How important are getting referees in the game to you, goatgeezy?
Dude, getting referees in the game is really important, just because, you know, I like to slip a little $20 bill to the referees, and I feel like it's a game changer. Like, being able to know who the referees are in the game and just building that bond with the referees.
Referees, I know they need to be in Madden, but like with the beta feedback, like, is that really like the number one issue in the game? Like, that's your number one issue?
No, it's not an issue at all. I mean, would it be cool to have referees? Yeah, it would be.
What would they even do? They just would stand there, right? And I don't know. I just think not the most important thing with the beta. This one's gonna be something that a pro dude like yourself is gonna have a very strong opinion on. So this one right here is talking about play awareness, and it's basically saying people that run the same exact play every single time should be punished. What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think there should basically be either a play cooldown limit in Ultimate Team or just online play period? Do you think the AI should basically be adaptive and react to the same play?
In my opinion, I don't think there should be like a play call limit or have the AI be reacted to the same play, just because if you can't stop the same play that's coming at you over and over and over again, like, that's pretty much on you. Like, that's not on anybody else. Like, you can say it's a cheesy play, it's a glitch play, but there's always a way to stop a play, in my opinion. I don't think they should add any of that, because then I feel like the AI is going to find a way to like get glitched out. Why punish somebody for calling the same play over and over again if their opponent can't stop it?
So playing in the MCS, right? How many times does a pro player lose to just basically the same exact play? And secondly, in my opinion, right, it's not just the same play over and over again. Like, yeah, sure, they come out and say bunch verts, right? But you're gonna have like probably like 10 different setups out of bunch verts, but someone that's more like of a casual player is just going to see the previous play and be like, oh, they're just running one play.
Yeah, very rarely will, you know, a top level pro, you know, who's somebody who's spamming the same play over and over again. Like you said, you know, there's going to be a lot of different setups out of it. If like a person's just, you know, spamming the one setup, like you're going to end up getting bagged. A good player will adjust to that play, probably have you in shambles, but if you have multiple different setups, then it gets a little bit harder.
This was another big one right here. Pulling linemen. Too slow, indecisive. Basically, it's saying like these run plays kind of suck pretty much, right? So 45 quick bait, HB bait, buck sweep, and yeah, I would agree the counters and stuff probably suck. Like counters haven't really been good in Madden since I've really started playing, but basically make the lineman faster, right? Just imagine trips tight end quick base. Like, oof. I don't know about this one.
I didn't find it really that big of an issue. Maybe, I don't know, I also played very early in the beta. I didn't play like the last week. I don't want to have it where they're making them too good, and then next thing you know, we can't stop 45 quick base at all this year.
Madden, basically 21. I kind of get what this guy's saying, but at the same time, like the implication making them faster would just be crazy for a lot of runs in the game. And honestly, like I'm okay with some runs just not being good. This one right here is funny because I really have a strong opinion on this one. Basically says it's not fun anymore. I played it 3 days. I blocked 7 people on a pass play and still get an insta shed on the edge. Literally my tight end didn't touch, and then basically just goes to say I only had 3 people on a route and was sacked in under 3 seconds. What are your thoughts on the lineman blocking?
It's very hard because we are playing regs. We don't really know what blocking is going to be like when there's, you know, nobody with D-line abilities. You know, when playing like myself, you're able to control what abilities are good. So in regs, a lot of the times you're playing against Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Shaq Barrett, who have this edge threat elite ability, and they're going up against O-linemen if you're using the Chargers, who don't have any O-line abilities. The Packers, they got one, but, you know, the Chargers got 2 edge threats, so they're able to shed. You're going to get shedded a lot because you're having a 76 overall tackle on the edge. I think it's too quick to react to how bad O-line blocking is. If we get edge pros, is that going to cancel out edge threat this year? If maybe secure protector is going to be really good, and then we won't have to worry about.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And the thing I thought that was funny about this was he's talking about blocking 7 people and just getting insta-shedded on the edge. Well, yeah, your tight end, when he goes up against literally any edge rusher, in reg so far, if you're not like double teaming or whatever, he is going to just get insta-shedded every single time. I don't know if you thought the same thing, but I thought blocking a tight end was kind of useless. You might as well just put him on the route because he does that little chip blocking thing.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, they made tight ends this year to the point where like they can't block anybody coming. So I agree. Yeah, send them on a route this year.
Next one right here we got is the new passing system. You know, I like the new passing system. Honestly, I think we can agree the only thing wrong with the new passing system is the velocity abilities not working, like set feet lead, pass lead, elite. They fix that. I think everyone's going to be on the new passing system.
Really good. Like you said, they fixed the pass lead, elite, whatever. I think everybody will be on that because I think that's a game changer. That will be a skill gap if they do fix it right now. Being able to put the ball wherever you want is really a game changer.
All right, this one right here is another funny one because this just, wow, I can't believe someone really typed this. So, man-aligned zones. I'm going to read this entire thing because I think you're going to laugh. When running man-align, if you choose a zone play, the DB that's on the wrong side of the field still holds the assignment as if he were on his side, causing him to run across the entire field. The defense should recognize this and shift that assignment to the closest defender in the zone, whether it be a linebacker or safety. Or, hear me out, just don't run man-aligned zone. When you're man-aligned, you're supposed to be in man. I feel like that's just an obvious one. Like, just don't run man-aligned zone.
He literally described what man-aligned zone is and said it's a problem.
The one thing you could do if you did want to run man-aligned zone, you could just adjust your DBs yourself. Like, right? Do the little quick adjustments and put them on whatever zone you want. Okay, this one is another ridiculous one. Get rid of celebrations. The choose a celebration thing might have been fun for about 4 plays 3 years ago, but now it's just annoying. Let's get rid of the jump. Getting rid of celebration. #1 beta feedback.
I would have to agree, bro. I mean, as a Madden community, we just haven't respected the game. And it's just getting ridiculous. Like, legit, I will get into a game and I just kick off the ball, and my opponent will just celebrate on the kickoff return. And this is like, you won't do that in the actual NFL, because if you do, you're going to get laid out next play.
Exactly, man. Let's bring it back to like the 1950s. Just hand the ball to the ref and move on to the next play.
Exactly. Yep.
Tackle battles on competitive / all Madden. Basically talks about the tackle battles are pretty cool, but fumbling just feels like unearned and they're too frequent. What do you think about tackle battles? Do you think the fumbles are too frequent?
Tackle battles, if they're in a competitive Madden like the way they are right now, I'm gonna just play on conservative the whole game. The amount of times I have got peanut punched has just been ridiculous, and they need to either A, fix them, or B, just take them out of competitive Madden, because that's gonna be the biggest thing on Twitter is, quote unquote, some pro who makes a lot of money. I just lost an MCS game because of a tackle battle. LOL, GG's EA. It's just gonna be really bad. They might as well, if they're not gonna change how they are, they might as well take them out of competitive.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like them. Go on conservative or slide down. There needs to be more fumbles than say 21 or 22, because the amount of people that just spin into a hit stick and they just they can do whatever, man. I don't know. Is this the way to get more fumbles? Probably not.
With a tackle battle, yeah, you're up, you're juking, whatever, right? But when you're stuck in that tackle battle, you're trying to fight out of this tackle battle so you can either A, get down, or B, try to score. You're stuck in that animation, and if somebody comes over and they punch out the ball, what can you do? You can't do anything. You just can only fight out of that animation. At least let's say if they increase hit stick fumbles, at least if your opponent hit sticks you, that's your fault for trying to spin and juke and Jurtle and all this other shit. So I mean, that's just me though.
The last one right here, oh never mind, this is a sim one. I thought he was gonna be saying just period interceptions are way too much. I guess on sim, yeah, sure, tone down interceptions, it's whatever. But all Madden, all pro competitive stuff, DBs, if you throw right at a DB, they need to catch it. You could say it's not realistic, but it makes for a more fun game when you're just not rewarded for being stupid.
I'm gonna have a counter argument for you, Dill. There's a reason why DBs are on the defensive side and they're not playing wide receiver. That's why they drop picks. No, but in all seriousness, I think there should be some sort of, I think catching for DBs should be a factor in how much they catch picks. I mean, it's just like a wide receiver, better catching, they're going to catch more.
So yeah, yo, that was our reaction / feedback to the top voted Madden 23 beta feedback. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you disagree with anything we said, and if you played the beta, let me know what you thought of the beta and some things you would like to see change. And I want to give a major shout out, of course, to goatgeezy for hopping on the channel. If y'all could do me a favor, make sure to go ahead, check the links in the description. His links are going to be the top 2 links in the description. He's grinding on Twitch. He's going to be really into YouTube starting Madden 23, so make sure to go show some love over there. And if you enjoyed the video, man, hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate y'all boys clicking onto the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you're looking for another video to watch, check this one out right here. I used the punt god at quarterback.